Tonight, News 3's Vicki Gonzalez opens one of the oldest cold cases we have and introduces us to the man working with determination to keep hope alive.
Among the thousands of goodbyes at Palm Mortuary, one of the loneliest is about to take place. A single visitor surrounded by silence. There are no tears or heartfelt words, a nameless soul, Jane Doe. Each Doe is assigned a unique middle name. This woman was discovered at Craig's Ranch Golf Course, Jane Golfer Doe. It's the only thing that separates her from the more than 200 cold cases buried throughout Clark County cemeteries.
I've known so many people that are here.
But there is one Doe with an extended family.
Young lady, someday we'll find out.
A bond that's lasted 35 years.
Hopefully. Body of an unidentified homicide victim was white female, 17 to 18 years of age.
From up above, John Williams has been looking after Jane Arroyo Grande Doe.
5'2", 103 pounds, light brown shoulder length hair.
John lived this story.
I was on my day off. It was a Sunday, October 5th, 1980.
He was the Henderson police officer who found her body
at 9:20 p.m.
along what was once a dirt road near the Arroyo Grande Wash.
Nothing was incorporated out there at the time.
Having served the Henderson Police Department for 35 years,
she was laying there, posed basically, and nude.
John saw the different faces of death.
She had been struck numerous times in the face, apparently with fists, and then in the back of the head with what appeared to be a roofing or framing hammer, and then stabbed with a two-prong instrument in the back.
But this case clung to his heart.
Obviously, I felt very sad for her.
An attachment that's lasted into his retirement.
She's a young lady, 14 to 18 years old, and it's just like, who could do this?
From that moment, John dedicated his life to find justice for Jane Arroyo Grande Doe.
We have done everything. We have done everything.
On the anniversary of her death and holidays, John and his wife pay her a visit.
In fact, we put some on the other day. And we come down all the time and put flowers just so she has someone that cares about her. She's like family to me.
But to this day, she doesn't have a name.
I would really, really like to find out who this youngster is.
And he wasn't the only one. Here's former Clark County Coroner Michael Murphy.
Jane Arroyo Grande Doe was one of the reasons why we started our cold case project to begin with.
Jane Arroyo Grande and dozens of other Does were exhumed to gather clues, hoping that advancing technology might solve some of Southern Nevada's longest-running cold cases.
And we continue to identify old and cold cases and cases that people thought couldn't be done. We've never identified her.
The mystery of Jane Arroyo Grande Doe has become a symbol.
So sometimes these cases, and maybe her case in particular, is the one that drives us forward, and she serves maybe a greater purpose at that point.
For the Does throughout Clark County, the ground is anything but final.
I'll never give up.
With the help of those who go beyond what's expected.
All right, kiddo, love you. See you shortly.
So these lost souls can rest in peace.
And former Coroner Murphy is now at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. He tells us since 2002, when the Cold Case Project began, 80 unidentified Jane and John Does have been named. And as for Jane Arroyo Grande Doe, her case is still very open. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children chose her case out of several across the country to review this June as we approach the 35th anniversary of her death. Outside of Palm Mortuary, Vicki Gonzalez, News 3, back to you in the studio.
All right, Vicki, thank you. It really is a labor of love, the unsung heroes who just take it upon themselves to try to help these families get some closure.
Yeah, and John's determination is really impressive, isn't it? It gets to the sanctity of life, even if somebody died without a name.
Absolutely.